The Holy Quran, translated in English by Talal Itani, 2021 edition. Web address www.clearquran.org.
Quran Chapter 30. In the name of Allah, the kind, the caring. A.L.M. The Romans were defeated in a nearby territory. But after their defeat, they'll be victorious in a few years. Sooner or later. The decision rests with Allah. On that day, the faithful will celebrate at the victory from Allah. He gives victory to whom He wills. He's the Almighty, the caring. Allah's promise. Allah never breaks His promise, but most people don't know. They know the outward appearance of this life, but they ignore the afterlife. Don't they think within themselves? Everything Allah created in the heavens and on earth, and everything in between, has a fixed purpose and duration. But most people deny the meeting with their Lord. Didn't they travel on earth, and saw what happened to those before them? They were more powerful than them. And they cultivated the land and developed it more than they did. And their messengers came to them with clear evidence. Allah didn't mistreat them, but they mistreated themselves. The consequence of evil had to be evil. They rejected and ridiculed Allah's revelations. Allah begins creation, then He repeats it, then you are returned to Him. On the day the hour occurs, the guilty will despair. Their partners won't intercede for them, and they'll disown their partners. On the day the hour occurs, on that day, they'll be separated. The believers who did good deeds will celebrate in meadows. The unbelievers who rejected our signs and our meeting in the hereafter will be dragged into suffering. So praise Allah when you settle down in the evening, and when you rise in the morning. Praise be to Him, in the heavens and on earth, at night and noon. He brings the living from the dead, and He brings the dead from the living, and He revives the land after its death. Likewise, you'll be brought out. Among His signs, He created you from dust and scattered you. Among His signs, He created for you spouses of your kind, so that you may find tranquility in them. And He planted among you love and compassion. In this are signs for thinkers. Among His signs, the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the diversity of your languages and colors. In this are signs for scientists. Among His signs, your night and day sleep, and your pursuit of His bounties. There are signs here for those who listen. Among His signs, He shows you the lightning, causing fear and hope. And He sends rain from the sky, which revives the earth after its death. In these, there are signs for those who understand. Among His signs, heaven and earth persist by His command. Then, when He makes the call, you come out of the earth. Everyone in the heavens and on earth belongs to Him, all are obedient to Him. He begins creation, then He reproduces it, and it's easy for Him. His attributes are the most beautiful in the heavens and on earth. He's the mighty, the wise. He gives you an example of yourselves. Would you make your servants equal partners in the wealth we gave you? Do you worry about them as you worry about yourselves? That's how we explain the revelations to those who understand. The unjust follow their thoughts in ignorance. Who can guide someone whom Allah misguided and has no helpers? Dedicate yourself to the faith of monotheism, the natural way Allah instilled in people. There is no change in Allah's creation. This is the right religion, but most people don't know. Repent to Him, be aware of Him, pray, and don't be an associator. Don't be like those who divided their religion and became sects, each sect being happy with what they follow. When harm touches people, they call upon their Lord, longing for Him. But then, when He gives them a taste of His mercy, some of them associate with their Lord to show ingratitude for what we gave them. Indulge yourselves. You'll find out soon. Did we send them an authority that talks about what they associated with Him? When we give people a taste of mercy, they are happy. But when adversity strikes them because of their deeds, they despair. Don't they consider that Allah distributes His provision to whom He wills, and that He measures it? In this are signs for believers. Give what's due to the parents, the needy and the homeless. That's best for those who seek Allah's attention. These are the successful. The extortion you practice, looking to increase people's wealth, won't increase with Allah. But what you give in charity, desiring Allah's pleasure, are the multipliers. Allah created you, He provides for you, then He makes you die, then He revives you. Can any of your partners do any of this? Glory be to Him, exalted above what they idolize. Pollution appeared on land and at sea, through what people's hands did, to make them taste some of their actions, so that they may turn around. Say, travel the earth, and observe the fate of those who came before. Most of them were pagans. Dedicate yourself to the right religion, before the coming of a day from Allah that can't be postponed. On that day, they'll be shocked. Whoever disbelieves, his disbelief will fall on him. And whoever acts righteously, he prepares for himself to reward with His abundance the believers who do good deeds. He doesn't love unbelievers. Among His signs, He sends the winds, they announce good news, to make you taste His mercy, and ships sail by His command, enabling you to seek His bounties and give thanks. We sent messengers before you, to their people, with clear proofs. Then we took revenge on the criminals. It's incumbent on us to help believers. Allah sends the winds, and they stir up clouds. He scatters them in the sky as He wills, and He breaks them apart. You see raindrops coming out of them. When He sends them down on whom He wills of His servants, they rejoice. Although, before it came down, they were desperate. So observe the effects of Allah's mercy, how He revives the earth after its death. He's the reviver of the dead. He's capable of all things. If we had sent a wind that turned things yellow, they still wouldn't have believed. You can't make the dead hear, nor can you make the deaf hear the call when they turn away. Nor can you guide the blind out of their error. You can make hear only those who believe in our messages and our submitters. Allah created you weak. Then, after weakness, He gave you strength. Then, after strength, He gave you weakness in old age. He creates whatever He wills. He's the knower, the able. The day the hour takes place, the criminals will swear that they stayed no more than an hour. That's how deceived they were. Those who received knowledge and faith will say, according to Allah's book, you stayed until resurrection day. This is resurrection day, but you didn't know. On that day, the wrongdoers' excuses won't benefit them, and they won't be able to redeem themselves. We gave people all kinds of examples in this Quran. Were you to perform a miracle for them, the unbelievers would still say, you're fake. This is how Allah seals the hearts of those who don't know. So be patient. Allah's promise is true. And don't let those who lack certainty belittle you.